Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be making this Bubu Kaftan dress with front fringe. So if that is something you're interested in learning how to make, keep on watching. So to begin with this tutorial, you want to fold your fabric in a sense that the back of the back pattern is your exact full length, and the front pattern is your full length minus the length of the fringe. So the front will be shorter than the back. So when marking out the length, you want to make sure you add allowance for folding and allowance for joining the shoulder seam. So as you can already see and tell, I'm using an African print fabric, an Ankara fabric for this, and I happen to use about 3 yards. Yours might vary depending on the length and the kind of fabric you are using. So after placing the fabric on fold, just as you have seen me do in this video, we want to mark out the neck portion of the kaftan by width 3, front depth 7 or 8 depending on how deep you like your v-neck, and then back depth 1 inch. So for the shoulder portion, you want to measure from the middle of your neck, at the back of your neck, to wherever you want your shoulder to end, since the shoulder is serving as the sleeve. After that, you want to slant down your shoulder with half to 1 inch, and then create your sleeve opening with about 8 to 10 inches depending on your size or your preference. You can decide to make it even much more wider, but note, the wider you go, the more open it becomes at the side and it might reveal your bust. Now I want to come in by about 2 to 2.5 inches and mark that all the way to the end of the dress, which is your full length plus your allowances. Now you want to go ahead and cut it out. Now you want to go ahead and cut out turn up band for the armhole area. Then now I'm going to be using, from the scrap fabrics that I have, I'm going to be cutting out facing for the neck part. Next, I'm going to be ironing on air stain onto the two facing pieces and the two turn-off band pieces. Now, placing right sides together, we're going to sew along the neckline of the facing and the dress piece. Make sure to pin the facing in place to make your work easier. So now we're going to go ahead and notch the neck. So while notching, you don't want to go directly straight with the scissors, so you don't end up cutting the neckline. You want to slant your scissors, just do you're seeing me do here, and just snip the edge of the fabric, the edge of the neckline. Just snip it a little bit. Now you want to turn to the right side and then press with your iron. Now I want to measure from our shoulder to our waist and mark out the measurement. Note that I am leaving my seam allowance for the shoulder joining. So now I want to figure out the midpoint of the dress, and then from the midpoint you want to mark your waist measurement divided by 4 on both sides. I managed to get this 28-inch rope from scrap pieces remaining from this fabric, so I'm going to pin it onto those markings and stitch in place. Then double fold the hem of the front piece. So now to attach the fringes, I measured and marked out the midpoint of the dress at this lower hemline and left about 1 inch for sewing allowance on both sides. Then I measured what I had there and measured that onto the fringe and cut it out. So after cutting, I was left with about 6 inches or thereabouts, since I bought just 1 yard. So I happened to stitch that in at the middle before stitching on the main fringe. Now I'm going to place the front and the back piece with right side facing, and then turn the facing of the back around the front piece and sew the shoulders along the edge. So now we're going to go ahead and place the turn-up band on fold and place it on the wrong side of the dress sleeve, and then sew 1/2 inch along the line. Make sure to pin in place the midpoint of both sides. Now you're going to go ahead and top stitch the bands to the dress, and this is how it's looking like so far. You go ahead and stitch the band onto the shoulder, and then you go ahead and repeat this entire process onto the other side. Now you want to flip the dress to the wrong side and mark your sewing allowance onto the side and sew it down in place. Now you want to double fold both side seams of the back piece and double fold the down part of the back piece. Give everything a nice press and you are done. I really love the outcome of this dress and I hope you find this video useful. Please comment down below your thoughts on this tutorial. Like, comment, share and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.